Hello and welcome to the News on Map India series section of Drishti IAS. I'm Aisha, and in today's episode we will be covering topics which are important from General Studies paper 2, that is Geography Map section. So first of all, let us begin with the previous session question which I asked you to give me the answer in the comments below. So most of the answers that you people have given is correct. So let us begin. So that is, consider the following statements about North Sentinel Island. Recently it was in news because a American citizen entered into the North Sentinel Island, which is restricted. So the entry into the North Sentinel Island is not allowed. It is restricted in nature, and a tribe, that is Sentinelese, lives in it. So there are three statements given. First is, it is situated east of the central cluster of the Andaman Islands. Second, the island is protected under the Andaman and Nicobar Protection of Aboriginal Tribes Act 1956, which prohibits approaching it within a distance of 5 nautical miles. Third is, it is home to one of the world's last remaining isolated tribes, that is the Sentinelese. Which of the above statements is or are correct? 1 and 2, 2 only, 2 and 3, or none of the above. So now let us talk about the island. So if we talk about the North Sentinel Island, then it is located in the Bay of Bengal. So this is the Bay of Bengal, and it is a part of Andaman and Nicobar group of islands, but basically it comes under the Andaman group of islands. So this is Andaman and Nicobar Island, and this is the Andaman group of island, and the North Sentinel Island is situated to the west of the Andaman group of islands. And if we talk about the tribes that basically resides within the Sentinelese tribe, is the name of the tribe. It resides at the North Sentinel Island, and it is a PVTG, that is the particularly vulnerable tribal group. It means the marginalized among the marginalized. So few of the features, that is, they have their own script, they have their own language, they remain isolated, they do not come in contact with the outside world, and the number of the people of the tribe is also very less. So it is between 50 to 150, the number of the people of the Sentinelese tribe. And if we talk about going into the North Sentinel Island, then the entry into the island is restricted, and it is restricted and they are protected under the Andaman and Nicobar Islands Protection of Aboriginal Tribes Regulation 1956. And it says that the distance of 5 nautical miles must always be maintained, and the distance of the 5 nautical miles from the island must not be breached. It means that the island and the any foreigner or any other person, the distance of the 5 nautical mile must always be maintained, and that should not be breached. But the recent incident, this distance of 5 nautical miles was breached by the content creator, and he wanted to film the island and the tribes. So this is about it. Now let us talk about the question. So it is situated east of the central cluster of Andaman Island. No, this is wrong because it is west. It is to the west of it. So first became wrong. The island is protected under the Andaman and Nicobar Protection of Aboriginal Tribe 1956. Correct. Which prohibits approaching it within a distance of 5 nautical miles. Correct. So second is correct. Third is, it is home to one of the world's last remaining isolated tribes, the Sentinelese. So that is also correct. So first is wrong, second is correct, third is correct. And the question is asking about the correct statement. It means 2 and 3. Which one is 2 and 3? So that is question option number C. So the correct answer is option C. Now moving on to today's session. The first question talks about, consider the following statements about Bandipur Tiger Reserve. There are two statements given. First is, it is located at the tri-junction area of the states of Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Kerala. Second is, it is an ecological confluence of the western and eastern Ghats. How many of the above mentioned statements are correct? Only one, only two, both 1 and 2, none of the above. So let us see and talk about the Bandipur Tiger Reserve. If we talk about the Bandipur Tiger Reserve, majority of the places you will get to know that it is situated within the state of Karnataka, but it is not that the complete area is within the state of Karnataka. No, it is 3 states. It is situated at the tri-junction of Karnataka. So you can say it is South Karnataka, North Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Now look at this map. So this is the complete area of the Bandipur Tiger Reserve, and it is also a national park. So this area consists of, or this area is within Karnataka. This is Karnataka, this is Kerala, and part of Tamil Nadu also. So it is situated at the tri-junction of these three states. And then if we talk about, then it is also considered to be a confluence of the Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats. Because if we talk about, then Kerala, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, it comes under both the Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats. Confluence also takes place at this point. So this is the Western Ghats, this is the Eastern Ghats. Now Western Ghats, the Karnataka, Kerala, and then the Eastern Ghats, Tamil Nadu is also there. So you can say that the confluence of both the Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats takes place, and both Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat is an area where a very high diversity and a very high, you can say, variety of flora and fauna is found. And then if we talk about the Bandipur Tiger Reserve, then the Bandipur Tiger Reserve was brought under the Project Tiger in the year 1973, and it is also a part of the Mysore Elephant Reserve, which is also one of the largest elephant reserves in India, and it is an important component of the country's first biosphere reserve, that is the Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. And Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve, or the Nilgiri Reserve, is also considered a point where the confluence of the Western and the Eastern Ghats takes place. So let us look at both the statements. It is at the tri-junction area of the states of Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Kerala. It is correct. Second, it is an ecological confluence of the Western and Eastern Ghats. This is also correct. And the question is asking about the correct statement. First and second both are correct. So which one is first and second? It means the correct answer is option C. That means both 1 and 2. Now moving on to the next question. So the next question talks about, consider the following statements regarding Agasthyamala Biosphere Reserve, and there are two statements given. First is, it is located in the Eastern Ghats in the south of the country. Second statement talks about, the reserve includes 3 wildlife sanctuaries, and the names are Sentinel, Pepara and Nayar, as well as the Kalakat Mundanpurai Tiger Reserve. And it is asking about the correct statement. Options given are only 1, only 2, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. Now let us talk about the Agasthyamala Biosphere Reserve. Now if we talk about the Agasthyamala Biosphere Reserve, then it is situated in the southern area of the country, and it comes under the state of Kerala. It comes under the state of Kerala, and it is also one of the southernmost tiger reserve or the biosphere reserve. Now if we talk about Agasthyamala Biosphere Reserve, then this is the location of the Agasthyamala Biosphere Reserve, one of the southernmost biosphere reserves. Then if we will talk about, then the Agasthyamala Tiger or the Biosphere Reserve was established in the year 2001 as a Biosphere Reserve, and it became a part of the UNESCO World Network of Biosphere Reserve in the year 2016. So it is both under the Biosphere Reserve and the UNESCO World Network of Biosphere Reserve. These two are different things. Be very clear with it. Not every Biosphere Reserve is a part of the UNESCO World Network of Biosphere Reserve, but Agasthyamala is part of it because it consists of other wildlife sanctuaries also. Then it is home to the Kanikaran tribes, one of the oldest surviving ancient tribes in the world, and that is the Kanikaran tribes. Now let us talk about the wildlife sanctuaries which are under the Agasthyamala Biosphere Reserve. So this is the map of the Agasthyamala Biosphere Reserve situated in the state of Kerala, and that is Pepara Wildlife Sanctuary, Chendarne Wildlife Sanctuary and Nayar Wildlife Sanctuary. And if we will talk about the tiger reserve, then the Kalakat Mundanpurai Tiger Reserve is also present within the area of the Biosphere Reserve. Now, Biosphere Reserve is a larger area, and within the Biosphere Reserve, many national parks or the wildlife sanctuary or the tiger reserves can come, because the tiger reserve or the wildlife sanctuaries, they are smaller in area as compared to the biosphere reserve. So Agasthyamala Biosphere Reserve, it is situated in the Eastern Ghats in the south of the country. No, it is part of the Western Ghats. It is not part of the Eastern Ghats, it is part of the Western Ghats. Second is correct, that it consists of three wildlife sanctuaries, that is Chendanne, Pepara in Near and the Kalakad Mundanpurai Tiger Reserve. Even though if you do not remember the map, then this can be a factual thing also for you to remember. So, first is incorrect, second is correct. Question is asking about the correct statement. So, which one is only two? That is option B. So, the correct answer becomes option B. Now moving on to the next question. Regarding newly constructed Pamban Bridge, which of the following statements is or are not correct? Be very clear with it, that it is asking about the not correct statement. Not correct statement. So that is, let me read out the all four statements to you, because this is a very recent activity which has taken place. So first is, it will replace a 110-year-old structure that once connected Rameswaram to the Indian mainland. This you must be able to say whether it is right or wrong. Second is, the idea of linking India and Sri Lanka, the Ceylon through the Adams Bridge route was first explored in the year 1876. Because the year is given, it has become more factual and difficult. The new Pamban Bridge is the country's first vertical lift sea bridge in Kerala. Fourth is, it stretches 48 kilometers between Rameswaram Island of the southeast coast of India, connecting the Mannar Island in Sri Lanka. Now let us talk about the Pamban Bridge. Now if we will talk about the Pamban Bridge, then it is connecting Tamil Nadu to the Rameswaram. So connecting the Tamil Nadu to the Rameswaram till now was only one rail link was there, and now a new Pamban Bridge has been inaugurated, and it has been inaugurated by the Prime Minister of India. So this is the location of the new Pamban Bridge, and this is Tamil Nadu on the western side, and this is Rameswaram on the eastern side. And if we will talk about the total cost of the new bridge, then that is around 535 crore. Now look at this image. The total length of the bridge is 2.07 kilometers, and it is a vertical lift span, and this is how it looks like. So vertical lift span means that the train can also pass through it and the ships can also pass through it. It means that when the ship will pass through it, then this upper region will open like this. It will open like this, and the ship will be able to pass from it. So about 27 meters north of the old bridge now stands its younger, mightier counterpart, and it is stretching around 0.27 kilometers across the sea. Then it is 72.5 meter long vertical lift span, and it is the first for the Indian Railways. It means that when the ship wants to pass, the central section of the bridge can raise, and this can raise up by around 17 meters, and the ship can pass from it. So let us read these statements again, and we have to talk about the not correct one. So first is, it will replace a 110-year-old structure that once connected Rameswaram to the Indian mainland. That is, this statement is correct. Second, the idea of linking India and Sri Lanka, then Ceylon through the Adams Bridge route was first explored in 1876. This is a factual one. As India and Sri Lanka, Adams Bridge, you can also say Ram Setu. So the idea of connecting India and Sri Lanka was earlier known by the name of Ceylon. So through the Adams Bridge, this idea was first explored during the time of 1876. It is a factual one, and it is a correct statement. The new Pamban Bridge is the country's first vertical lift sea bridge in Kerala. So it is not in Kerala, it is in Tamil Nadu. Not in Kerala, it is in Tamil Nadu. Last is, it stretches 48 kilometers between Rameswaram Island of the southeast coast of India, connecting the Mannar Island in the Sri Lanka. That is also correct. So the incorrect is option C. It is in Tamil Nadu, not in Kerala. Next, So the question talks about the Sudasari Breeding Center. The Sudasari Breeding Center, known for the successful artificial insemination of the great Indian bustard, is a part of which of the following conservation programs? So that is Project Cheetah, Great Indian Bustard Conservation Program, Project Tiger, and the Vulture Conservation Action Plan. So I think this is an easy one. Reason being that the question is answering itself. You do not have to go to the answer. The question is answering itself. So now let us talk about it. So in the historic first, the critically endangered great Indian bustard chick has been born through the artificial insemination in the state of Rajasthan. And if we talk about the state of Rajasthan, then the state bird of Rajasthan is the great Indian bustard. So great Indian bustard are usually around 3.3 feet tall. And then if we talk about, then the conservation status is critically endangered and not more than 150 great Indian bustard are left, so their conservation becomes very important, and they are basically found in the areas of Gujarat and Rajasthan. Even though other areas also they are found, but basically they are found in the areas of Gujarat and Rajasthan. So through the process of artificial insemination, a very good news has come up that a new chick of the great Indian bustard has born. So if we look at this map is the map of Rajasthan, and it shows the area, this shadowed area which you are able to see is the area where the great Indian bustard are basically found. The area of Jaisalmer, Badmer, and if we will go by this map, then the Sudasari Desert National Park is situated in the western Rajasthan. So this is the location of the Sudasari Desert National Park, and if we will say this is Rajasthan, going by the directions, this is north, this is south, this is east, and this is west. So that is the Sudasari Desert National Park is situated in the western Rajasthan. So the Sudasari Breeding Center, known for the successful artificial insemination of the great Indian bustard, is a part of which of the following conservation programs? The answer is option B, that is the Great Indian Bustard Conservation Program. Next, regarding Dudhwa National Park, which of the following statements is or are not correct? Be very clear what the question is asking. It is not asking about the correct statement. It is asking about the incorrect statement. So the question is saying Dudhwa National Park, which of the following statements are incorrect? So there are 4 statements given. It is a protected area in Uttar Pradesh located on the India-Nepal border. Second, it is the only place in Uttar Pradesh where both tigers and rhinos can be spotted together. Third, the Sulehi and Mohana streams flow in the Dudhwa National Park. And fourth, it is not a part of the Tarai Bhabar habitat of the Upper Gangetic Plains. So now let us talk about the Dudhwa National Park. So if we will talk about the Dudhwa National Park, then it is situated in the Uttar Pradesh state of India, and it is situated in the North Uttar Pradesh. It means at very close to the border of Uttar Pradesh and Nepal. Now, if we will go by the map, then this is the map of Uttar Pradesh, and going by the name of Dudhwa National Park, then it is situated or it is located in the North Uttar Pradesh. And if we will zoom out on the map, this is how the map of Dudhwa National Park looks like. So that is Dudhwa National Park is a protected area in the Uttar Pradesh state, and it is located at the border of the India-Nepal border, and it stretches mainly across the Lakhimpur Kheri and the Bahraich districts, and it is the only place in Uttar Pradesh where both tigers and rhinos can be spotted together. That is, tigers and rhinos can be spotted together at the Dudhwa National Park, and it is one of the finest examples of exceedingly diverse and productive terai ecosystem, and very productive and terai ecosystem, and the reason being it is situated very close to the lower Himalayas also, and the flow of the rivers also take place during this area. So if you will look at the map, then this is Dudhwa National Park, and there is one of the major rivers which passes through the Dudhwa National Park, and that the name of the river is the Sulehi River. So the passing of these rivers make this area a very good terai ecosystem, and it is very productive in nature also. So we have to talk about the not correct statement. So let us read this. It is a protected area in Uttar Pradesh, correct. Located on the India-Nepal border, correct. So first statement is correct. Second, it is the only place in Uttar Pradesh where both tigers and rhinos can be spotted together. This is also correct. The Sulehi and Mohana streams flow in the Dudhwa National Park. Correct. So with Sulehi, there is one more stream which passed through the area, and that is Mohana. Now, if three are correct, then there is only one which is left, and that is the D. So by default, even if we do not read it, D becomes the incorrect one. So it is not a part of the Terai Bhabar habitat of the Upper Gangetic Plain. It is a part. It is a part. So the correct answer becomes option D. Because all three are correct, the incorrect one is D. So the correct answer for the question number 5 is D. Next, Chorabari Glacier. Chorabari Glacier or Gandhi Sarovar is located in which of the following states of India? So that is Uttarakhand, Assam, Uttar Pradesh or Himachal Pradesh. So let us talk about the Chorabari Glacier. Now, going by the name glacier, so it becomes very easy for you to spot that glaciers are not found on the plains. It needs to be present at a height. So this must tell you that one of the Himalayan states will be the answer. So the correct answer for this is Uttarakhand. So the Chorai Bamak Glacier is present in Uttarakhand, and if we will zoom out on the map of Uttarakhand, so it is situated in the northern Uttarakhand. Northern Uttarakhand is where the Chorabari Glacier is present. So the glacier is present in the Garhwal Himalayas of Uttarakhand, and it is located very near to the Kedarnath shrine, and the trek to the glacier is very difficult, and it is one of the snouts is the source of the Mandakini river. So the Choramar Glacier was in news, and it is a very big example of that the Himalayan glaciers are now melting. So it is melting in nature, and the scientists at a research station below Choramar Tal, it witnessed the glacier lake enhancing its southern wall. It means that the southern wall of the glacier is melting down, and it is coming down. So the Chorabar Bamak Glacier or the Gandhi Sarovar is located in which of the following states of India? So the correct answer becomes option A, that is Uttarakhand. Next, Miyar Valley, Miyar. Miyar Valley, which was recently in news, is located in which of the following states of India? So that is Ladakh, Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh or Assam. Now let us look at the map. So if we will talk about the Miyar Valley, so a rare site was found at the Miyar Valley, and that is first photograph of rare woolly flying squirrel. Now the woolly flying squirrel, a rare site of it was observed or recorded in the Himachal Pradesh Miyar Valley. So Miyar Valley is found in the state of Himachal Pradesh, and if we will go by the map, then it is found in the north Himachal Pradesh. So this is the location of it. Now, if we will look at the map that we just looked at, so it is a remote and a stunning valley in the Lahore and Spiti district of the Himachal Pradesh, known for its scenic beauty. And if we will go talk about the woolly flying squirrel, it is also known as the western woolly flying squirrel, and it is one of the rarest and least known mammals in Asia. So a rare sighting has been observed. It is endemic to the northwestern Himalayas and the sole species of the genus Eupatorus, and it is long believed to be extinct until its rediscovery in the year 1994. So this makes this western woolly flying squirrel site or the visual makes it very special and a rare sight that has been observed, and the correct answer of this becomes option C, that is Himachal Pradesh. Next, and that is the practice question, and what happens with the practice question is you people are giving me the answer in the comments section. So let us just read out the question. Regarding the Ganga river, consider the following statements. So there are two statements given. The Ganga basin spreads across 11 states. Second, the Ganga flows through the states of Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and West Bengal. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? One only, two only, both one and two, neither one nor two. So here we are talking about the Ganga river. It spreads across 11 states, and then the Ganga flows through the states of Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and West Bengal. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? One only, two only, both one and two, neither one nor two. So give me the answer in the comments below, and that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading, keep writing and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.